Hey guys, what's up? It's Sydney and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video, we are doing a full face of my favorite 2019 makeup products. I'm also, as we're going through, I'm gonna let you guys know some of the flops of 2019. So I'll show you some of the products. I'll tell you guys why I didn't like them, why they didn't work for me. My neck is red because I was just scratching it, so don't mind that. Let me just back up a little bit. I am very well aware that I have failed 12 days of makeup. When the holidays come around, I'm literally so busy. Anytime I go home, I'm just like moving, like I am non-stop. So honestly, I didn't have time to complete 12 days of makeup. That's okay. There's always next year. There will always be another 12 days. It's all right. So sorry for anyone who was looking forward to that. But yeah, I failed there. I'll admit it, I did. But if you still enjoy my channel, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up before moving right along. And of course, subscribe down below. Hit that little notification bell so you guys are notified of all of my future uploads. And if you guys want to see how I got this look and you want to see what products that I used that were my favorite products of 2019, keep on watching. Okay, so my first favorite, I actually did not discover until probably about last month, so I wasn't using it for a while, but I did find out that I love this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I always see people using it. A lot of YouTubers use this. I think I said this in one of my videos, one of my previous videos, but I like didn't understand the hype, obviously, until I actually tried it, and it's like my hands are sticking, and I love that because that means my makeup is sticking. So I highly suggest this product, 100% suggest this product. Now, the flop of primers that I discovered this year was this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. Now, there wasn't really anything wrong with it, but I think that so many YouTubers were trying it and almost kind of like hyping it up. So naturally, I went out and purchased it. But I don't know, like I mean, I used it during my makeup routine and everything, but it doesn't compare to this one at all. And I think that I was just kind of disappointed with the amount of hype that there was going on over that primer. I think just because it came out, everyone was like, let's test this out. Oh my god, it's so nice, it smells. Camera died. Anyway, I think that there was just like a big hype going on because it smelled so good, and I mean, there was a claim that it made your face brighter, but after really using it a lot and then finding a primer that actually really worked for my face, disappointing. Next on my list of favorites, I actually got this in, what was that? Dude, I can't think in the morning when I do these. Ooh, the Tarte sale, the 7 products for $63. You go through, you pick concealers, foundations, mascara, whatever they offer. So I got this concealer, and this is the Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer. So what I like about this is what I do, I put it on my blemishes before I literally do anything else. So before I put on any foundation, any other concealer, and this just kind of gives my acne that second coat of, you know, like, okay, you're gonna be good, like it's gonna be covered up. I think I put dots where like I don't even have pimples. Did I get all of them? So I do like using that. Before I go on to the flop, because I don't want it to dry up, I'll go over the flop of the concealer and foundation right after I put this on. But before I do anything else, I do want to go ahead and put some foundation on before it gets all dried up and crusty. So of course, my favorite foundation of 2019 is my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And what I've been doing recently, because a lot of my Too Faced Born This Way foundations. I have 3 different shades and they're all kind of too dark for me for the winter. So I got this in my Tarte 7 for 63 products, and this is the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and it's a little lighter, so I just kind of squeezed some of that in there to take away some of those golden tones that I certainly do not have anymore. If I were to keep up with my tanning, then I would be fine, but I don't, so I need to go a little lighter on the face. And these 2 full coverage foundations, yeah, they are full coverage. Now, one of the products that is on my list for my list of favorites is my Jaclyn Hill face brushes. Definitely up there in my favorite face brushes for sure. They're actually the only ones I really use on my face. Every now and then I use my Jeffree Star and Morphe face products, but I learned to really love putting on my foundation with this kind of brush. What is this called? I don't know what kind of brush this is called, but I learned to really love putting on my foundation with one of these, which I can't remember the last time I really put foundation on with a brush. Now, dude, do this every time. I need to go wet my beauty sponge. Right now. So I am taking my beauty sponge and really just pressing my foundation into my skin now. When I use that brush and mix those 2 foundations, I tend to accidentally put sometimes a little too much on my hand, and then it ends up being too cakey on my face. So this kind of sets my foundation a little bit and gives it less of that cakey look. This is also one of my favorite products, which is the Jeffree Star Morphe sponge. I literally have a new set sitting right next to me, and I just like keep forgetting to open it, so I'm using this disgusting one, which I should probably stop because maybe that would be why I'm breaking out all the time. Next, before I get into the flops of my routine up to this step, Tarte Shape Tape. Oh, what would I do without you, baby? This is, I would be shocked if this is someone's not favorite of 2019. This concealer probably saved me, and for the longest time I wouldn't buy it. I'm like, it's just concealer, like they all do the same thing. But then when I tried it for the first time, oh my god, I understand. I understand. Also, let me know in the comments below, do you guys like when I have a backdrop, or do you like the natural room setting? Let me know. Gotta give the people what they want, you know? I also got this new mirror. Look how crazy. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. Look, I just wanna show you for a second. Bam! Look at that. And it plays Bluetooth, so it's pretty awesome, but it is very bright, so I'm turning that off. But it's the best thing that has easily ever happened to me. And that was a little Christmas gift from Santa Claus. So let's get into the flops real quick. So I went over my flop, I feel funny saying. So my flop primer was the Ole Henriksen Flop Concealer. Now, I thought that this concealer was saving me a lot of money, and you know, it gets the job done for people who aren't really into makeup as much as me. And I'd be lying if I said I never liked it, because I did, and it really did save me a lot of money, and that's the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. So it definitely, it gets a lot on there, and just like one little scoop out, like spreads out great. But then I realized throughout the night I slowly start looking crusty, and you can start seeing my wrinkles. And with the Tarte Shape Tape, never saw that. That's when I just was like, all right, we're doing it. We're spending the money on Shape Tape, and I put this ColourPop concealer down. Now, for someone who doesn't really care about makeup as much as me, or honestly it might just be my wrinkles and maybe I just need Botox, ColourPop concealer is good. I love most ColourPop products. If you are looking for a cheap concealer, ColourPop for sure, but not for me. All right, from here, I am getting into my bronzer. So I've been using this most of this year, and this, get out of here. And this is my Benefit Cheek Leader palette. The bronzer is amazing, lasting me forever. The blush sucks. We'll get into that. There's also a highlighter in here, which is beautiful, but I literally just like change up my highlight routine all the time because I'm just like, I want a new one. Like, for no reason. I'm never unhappy with any highlighter that I'm using usually. So I'm gonna stick to using my Jaclyn Hill face brushes since I did say they were like my fave. And I haven't used this to bronze my face in a while, and now I miss it. See, like I go back and forth between products all the time. I'm just gonna bronze up my face with this. So since this technically is a Morphe product, well, technically, like, yeah, it is. I never said it wasn't. I've been using this Morphe brush to really bronze up my face recently, and I definitely like using this as well. So you could just say Morphe face brushes in general, any collabs with Morphe, any Morphe brush anywhere, any kind of brush. Morphe, hands down. I'm so happy Morphe came into my life because she changed me for the good. Okay, so I currently can't find my Flop bronzer. I know I just said I love Morphe. Their bronzer wasn't my favorite. It was very pigmented, don't get me wrong. Maybe I got the wrong shade, but it was just like as soon as I put it on, I looked dirty almost. So I'll put a picture right here of the bronzer that I got. Yeah, it just didn't do it for me. It didn't look really natural, didn't blend very well. And that was just my personal preference. I'm sure a lot of people do use Morphe bronzers, but for me specifically, I wasn't a fan. We're gonna get into translucent powder. I got into the Anastasia Beverly Hills translucent powder. So this was definitely my favorite of 2019, and I think I went through, not a lot, but I feel like I went through 2 or 3 different powders before really finding one that I love. I also really like the Fenty Beauty powder, but I don't know if they even have it now. But at the time they didn't have any translucent, only like brightening powders. So I was looking for more of a translucent, but the brightening powder that I got is amazing. Like, it goes on so smooth, it smells good. Your face looks like buttery, honestly. But for now, we are just sticking to the translucent. Okay, my face peels like crazy during the winter and I'm over it. Okay, currently looking for my Flop translucent powder. Elf, nope, I don't think I'm a fan of Elf. I know that it's cheap and I know it's like okay products, but I just can't bring myself to spend money on it because I would rather just be paying more money for products that I know are definitely going to work and actually stay on my face. Can't find that right now either. I have like all my products out that I always use because I always need them in reach, like right away. So can't find that. I will put a picture right here, and no, that translucent powder didn't even stay on the sponge, didn't stay on a brush, didn't even really cling to my face at all, like nothing. There was nothing. Moving on is eye primer. So my go-to primer is this P. Louise base, and my flop of the year is just not using this. So I used to just use concealer as really my base, which honestly is still fine and I can still get away with that. But this primer is seriously so good. Very affordable, only $15 at Morphe, or you can get it on their website, I'm sure too. No, not sponsored. But this primer is seriously so amazing. And yeah, my only regret is just not buying it sooner. So I just take some translucent powder to set it so that the colors blend very nicely and smoothly. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for, what has been my favorite eyeshadow palette of 2019? Okay, I'll be honest, I have 2. So recently I just found my love again for the OG Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And honestly, all of her Vault palettes, the mini palettes, are amazing. I love them. I love anything Morphe. That's just it. It's a great nude palette with some splashes of colors in there, and I've been using it a lot more recently once I completely remembered after forgetting for so long that I had this palette. So yeah, I have definitely been digging into this a lot more often. But the look that I want to give you guys today is, drum roll please, the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. Now, even though I don't use this palette as often as others, I would just say that this was literally the palette of the year, and I'm pretty sure anyone could say that. The packaging, insane. The colors, insane. The pigment, insane. Everything about it is just great. And I had no complaints about it. The shades were creamy, they were easy to blend, and I honestly expect nothing less from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, so we're gonna dive into this today. All right, so I think what I wanna do with this today is create a really cool pink ombre look on my eyes. So we're gonna use a few different shades. So I think I'm gonna get into Tannicon to set my base. Hi. I'm also going to get into My Pills, Pigment, Cheese Dust, and Not a Fact. So let's see what we can create out of that. So creating this look, we can get into my favorite eye brushes of 2019, and that would be the Morphe X Jeffree Star brush collection. I also am a big fan of the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill collection, so I'll be going back and forth between the two of them. All right, so I think I'm just gonna go into My Pills and skip Tannicon. And we're gonna use that as our base. And we're just gonna get that all over the lid. Wow, I haven't used this palette in a little bit, and I forgot how beautiful it is. All right, from there, oh, do you want me to say the brush names? I will. That was the JS5 brush. So now I am going to get into the JS13 brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Pigment, and I am just going to tap all in my crease. So you could really see what I'm doing. Okay, so from there, I have that stamped in. I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit with the JS9 brush. And this is a pointy brush, and I love that because then I can really focus on keeping it in the corner, or not in the corner, in the crease of my lid. So I don't really have to worry about it blending out much further than that. So it kind of keeps it controlled. Okay, from there, I'm gonna stamp into Not a Fact. And I'm gonna focus this really on the outside. I'm kind of keeping it lower. Right below, not in my crease, but right below. And again, you do want to make sure that you are stamping it in. So you might have to pick up some shadow a few times just to really make sure that pigment sticks and really shows up the way that you want to. All right, so I am just blending this in with that same pointy blending brush. So after this, I'm gonna create a nice cut crease look using that P. Louise base again. Okay, so now that we have our cut crease, we can begin the whole ombre look that I wanna go for. So I am gonna start by stamping the darkest color on the outside. So this is Not a Fact. And I am just focusing this on my outer lid. And we'll blend all this, so don't worry. I'm taking the JH33 brush to blend this. Looks a little messy right now, but we'll be able to clean that up later. And we're gonna take some of the shade Pigment to blend that out on that outer corner. And then taking a little more of Not a Fact. All right, from there, I'm gonna go into pigment. Also, I decided I wanna keep this just a pink look. So I'm pretty sure I said that I'm gonna be using cheese dust in the beginning of me starting this. I decided I'm not doing that. So just going in with pigment and really stamping that on there and just slowly blending that in. And then I'm gonna stamp some of my pills to finish up the rest of the inner corner. So we're getting a nice pink look to match my sweatshirt. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do the other eye off camera and then we'll come back. So I went ahead and I did some blending on the other eye. Right now it looks crazy because we do not have our under eyes done, so sorry you have to look at this. All right, I'm just gonna wipe away any fall off that occurred. And don't think I forgot about the Flop eyeshadow palette, because we're getting into that right now. Okay, the eyeshadow palette that I have hated and will always hate is something that I received in my BoxyCharm box, and that is this Pure Festival palette. I tried using it one time for one of my videos. No. Pigment sucks. Blending sucks. Like, there was nothing good about it at all. I mean, I only dipped into some of the shades. Like, you can see I dipped into like this one. I don't even feel like saying the names of them, and tried doing something with that. Like, it was just bad. It was so bad, and I ended up canceling my BoxyCharm subscription. I was not happy with what I was receiving, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna dip into the shade Ranch, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner of my eye. And I'm using this JH42 brush. Now, this shade is Serious. I'll kind of blend that just in the very inner corner of my eyelid. Bam, pop. Then I'm gonna also hit the bottom of my eyebrow with this, just a tad. So I do have some other highlighter that I want to use. Now I'm gonna use this JS12 brush to complete my under eye. And I just went into the shade Pigment, and I'm blending that and attaching it at the corner. And then I'm gonna dip into the shade Not a Fact. And I'm focusing that really on the outer corner. And we're just gonna blend that a little bit and wipe away any fallout. All right, from here, let's get into the blush and highlighter and eyebrows. So my favorite blush for a while was something that I got in BoxyCharm, and this was the Alamar Cosmetics blush set. I really did like this, and I was using it for a while, and then I realized it's kind of more summery colors. This was in one of my summer boxes, I believe. But now I got this holiday set from Tarte, and I'm obsessed with this shade alone, and I've used this in previous videos. This is the shade Prize. It's such a beautiful neutral blush, and I'm more of a neutral blush kind of girl. I don't like a lot of blush on me, so this is perfect blush for me. And I'm using this JH04 brush. See, like, it's such a pretty neutral pink, and the pigment is great. Nice and neutral. For the longest time, my favorite highlighter was this cookie shade in the Benefit Cheek Leader palette. And then, if you guys know a girl named Jaclyn Hill, she came out with a stunning whole highlighter holiday set. So I got the loose powder highlighter, and this is in the shade Extra. Yes, blinding, literally blinding. So you barely even need to tap into it at all. Like, there's almost nothing on here. And it's just, wow, okay, if you say so. It's unreal. And normally I need to like spray some setting spray on my highlighter before I actually put it on. Not with this, honey. Nope. And so I did say I wanted to use another highlighter under my brow bone. And this was the highlighter that I wanted to use. Bam, insane. Okay, let me go over some flops of some products that I just used. Blush, hands down, without a doubt, I mentioned this earlier, the blush in the Benefit Cheek Leader palette. Awful, no pigment, nothing happens. Legit, nothing happens when you try to put it on. So, not a fan, doesn't, I know they made like a mini cheek leader palette of like the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. I wish there was just bronzer and highlighter. I don't know, their blush sucked. Really sucked. Now a highlighter, the Flop highlighter, honestly, like I really didn't. Every highlighter I use shows up great. This just happens to be better. If anything, I would say in the holiday packs, the holiday collection of the blushes and bronzers that I got from Tarte, the highlighter that they provide you isn't really all that great. I mean, it works, but I mean, it's nothing compared to this, so it's just kind of like, whatever, it's just kind of there for me. Eyebrows. Now, we all know Anastasia Beverly Hills is known for some of their eyebrow products, so I am going to be using that today. And I'm gonna be using my JS7 brush and just dipping into their brow pomade. Gonna comb up a little first. I've been trying a new way to do my eyebrows. I'm really just hitting the underneath to shape that out. And kind of shaping out the outside. Kind of filling it in a little bit, but not so much, because I got this mini Benefit brow gel thing, and I learned that I like to brush it out with a tinted brow thing. Sometimes I would use it with my NYX one, but I actually really like this one. Let me do the other brow, let me do the other brow off camera real quick, and then I'll be back in a second. All right, brows are on. I don't think I will ever be fully satisfied with the shape of my eyebrows, but I simply don't know how to fix that, so moving right along. So right now we're going to get into mascara and lashes. So mascara, no doubt without a question, better than sex. I also just realized I forgot to mention the flop of eyebrow products. e.l.f. tried to come out with like a dupe version of the Anastasia Beverly Hills oh my god, why can't I talk today? The dip brow pomade. Okay, enough. Awful. Yeah, it just like, it doesn't go on smoothly. It makes my brows look crazy, dirty. I'll put a picture right here of what it is. I simply don't know where it is. Not good. Don't waste your money, people. All right, so while my lashes dry, I will get into my favorite fake falsie lashes. So I have learned that, okay, first of all, I finally tried my first ever Lily lashes. Amazing. I understand the hype of those. These are amazing. And I wore these last night, so they're just, just sitting on my vanity. But ColourPop lashes are amazing. They're literally amazing, and I never would have guessed. I have no words. They're beautiful, they're long. They honestly look like Lily lashes almost. Like, look at that. A little bit, right? A little bit. Just like, I like that kind of style where it looks more like lashes as opposed to like definitely fake. I just think it looks so stunning on anyone's eyes, especially if you're doing a nice little eyeshadow look. It looks good. Today I am going to put on my ColourPop lashes so you guys can see what this looks like. And I am using this Eyelure London eyelash glue. This is the black one, and I can't seem to find the one that dries clear. So, oh, here it is. Okay, thank God. I like using the black one for darker looks because it kind of blends in a little better. I like using the translucent well, not translucent, but it dries clear. I like using that for lighter looks like this. So I will go ahead and put some glue on. And while this dries, honestly, this eyelash glue is amazing. It was so cheap. You can get it from like Target or CVS, I think. All right, so this glue is drying. I need to concentrate putting these on, so I will be back once they are on. Okay, so we have our lashes on. I put some bottom mascara on. So oh my god. So all that's left is setting spray, and my go-to this year was either Morphe, start off with Morphe, but the Urban Decay All-Nighter, yes. And that is the final look, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any flops for eyelashes. I didn't really start getting into fake lashes until kind of recently. I haven't found any that I don't like yet, so I'll keep you posted if that changes. Setting spray, I've been using the same setting spray all year, either Morphe or Urban Decay. That is it for the entire look of my 2019 favorites. I always forget to do my lips on camera. I got this Pout Prep, and it's by Tarte. It was in that pack of 7 products for $63. So you just rub it on. It's kind of like an exfoliator for your lips, and then you kind of look like this for a little bit, for as long as you want it to. So I just kind of let that sit for a little, and then I'll like wipe it off, and then all the makeup is off. My lips feel brand new. They ain't crusty anymore. And then I just go ahead and put my lipstick, lip gloss, whatever I'm putting on that day. I just put that on, and then that's when I finish. So let this sit her a little bit. I'll come back, we'll do the lips, and then we'll be done. Last step is lipstick, and this is one of my Christmas presents. I would say the best lipstick of any kind that I have used that is so cheap are ColourPop's Lippy Sticks. And for Christmas, I got the 48 set. There's 2 missing because I was like using them. Amazing. They stay on, they last long, at least for me anyway. You know, you always gotta reapply every once in a while, but comes with so many shades. I got it when it was on sale. Well, my mom did because I asked for it for Christmas. Thanks, Mom. Amazing. I love them. They're so easy to just throw in your purse. Great deal. Love them. So we're gonna go ahead and put on a nice neutral shade, and this is the shade with the band. And then over top of that, I'm going to put some lip gloss on, and then we will call it a day. Actually, I want to put a little darker of a shade on. Let's try Byron Babe. Let's mix the two. Oh, no, that's not what I was looking for. Let's go darker. I'm just gonna put a bunch of colors on me. Okay, this kind of goes with the look. So most of these are matte. They're easy to just put any kind of lip gloss over. Okay, yeah, that kind of goes more with the look. It would probably look better if I outlined my lips, but no time. And there you have the look. So this was my full face of my 2019 favorite makeup products. I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know some products I should try out for the year 2020. I do want to kind of get my hands on a bunch of different little products, even though I probably shouldn't because I spend way too much money on makeup as it is. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me know what products you guys already have and love. Let me know what products you guys want to try. I would love to hear. And before you click out of this video, make sure that you do give it a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe down below. It really helps me out, mostly just for my self-esteem and really nothing else. So I hope to catch you guys in the next one. And if not, well, see ya.